Hi friends, welcome back. In this video session, we will be talking about goal seek. That's the second part of what if analysis. Now to begin with, let me illustrate the case study in front of us. I have a set of clients, all hypothetical. The businesses that I'm going to get from them in terms of money, and I am to give them discount of 10%. So I'm quickly writing a formula saying whatever the amount of revenue I'm going to generate from each of the clients multiplied with the cell containing 10%. Based on the learning from the previous video sessions, I must put in a function key F4. Why? Because I do not want this to move down. That's right. Let me press enter. As I copy paste it down to the last value, the total adds up to 5688. Now that's the premise of the case study and the question to follow. My question being, if I were to restrict the discount to rupees 5,000, the total discount, what should have been the discount percentage that I should have offered to all of them? Should it be 8%? But I can see at 8% it is 4,500. So obviously I need to increase the discount amount to 5,000. So for which I am giving them, let's say 9%. Even that is slightly above 5,000. So basically my point is you might be using a lot of trial and error input values to be able to arrive at exactly 5,000, isn't it? I agree. Now the option within data, what if analysis and goal seek gives you an easy approach to find out the exact percentage of discount at which the total discount be 5,000. So let me click on goal seek. Let me clear off all the values of the boxes. Let me first read the available options. It says set cell to value by changing cell. That means amongst the three options, two of them are asking for cell reference, something like A4, B5, something like that. And the second one asks for a hard-coded value, no option to choose any cell. So the idea is you already have a goal set. The goal being total discount being 5,000. So set the goal cell, the one which is blinking on my screen, to a value of 5,000 by changing cell. Which cell? The one which is guiding the total discount. That's the yellow cell which contains the discount percentage. So I'll quickly recapitulate. Set goal cell to a value of 5,000 by changing cell. That's the discount percentage. If I press OK, it says if you want to keep the result, let me press OK. It gives you the answer 8.79 and the precise answer being 8.7904 blah blah blah. So if you want more detailed answer, you can potentially go to Home tab and increase the decimal values. So that was a quick application of goal seek. Now we will do more examples, but let me just take another example based on the case study. What if the total discount could have been provided up to 10,000 rupees? In which case, let me go back to data. What if analysis? Goal seek. Okay. Set the goal cell to a value of 10,000 by changing cell, the one containing discount. So obviously it's going to increase. Okay. As you can see, 17.58% at which the total discount comes out to be 10,000. So all of my clients are happy. So let's go to sheet 2 to continue working on the two case studies. Let me open up the grouping of case 2. Okay. Now this is a model similar to the one we referred in Scenario Manager, which talks about price, quantity being sold, revenue is nothing but a multiplied factor giving you a 6,000 value. Fixed cost is fixed, hard-coded, and variable cost says you have revenue and multiply that with 50%, 50 by 100, 50% to give you a variable cost of 3,000. And based on these three values, that is revenue less fixed cost less variable cost, you get a profit of 2,000. Now my question is, at this current moment, the profit is 2,000, but what is that level of quantity being sold at which the profit or loss shall be equal to 0? What is the break-even point sales quantity? So let's go back to what if analysis, goal seek. Let's think about it. which is our goal cell? Our goal cell, which is already set, that's the profit cell. Set this goal cell, profit cell, to a value of 0 by changing the cell containing the quantity. If I press OK, so you see, you get a solution saying quantity sold is 200, revenue 2000, half of which is going out to variable cost 50%, and the remaining fixed part is 1000. So hence break-even point sales quantity is 200. So very effective in finding the target value if you can have the flexibility to change one of the input values. Let me hide this case 2 because I'll now be talking about case 3, which is based on the same data model, but the question differs. In this current business scenario, variable cost as a percentage of sale is 50%. Now the question being, at what level of variable cost will the profit loss be equal to 0? As of now, I'm getting a profit of 2000, but obviously if the variable cost goes up, this is going to go down, profit going to maybe even 0 or negative. So I want to know that level, at what level of variable cost shall the profit be equal to 0? So let me again take the help of goal seek. The goal cell is same, set goal cell, that's the goal cell, to a value of 0. But now the question arises, what is it that you must change under the heading by changing cell? Should it be variable cost, the one which is blinking? If I do that, notice I get an option saying cell must contain a value. Now why would that be? That is because you tried to change a cell which contained only a formula, no hard-coded numbers. So it's based on a formula. Now Excel's goal seek cannot change the cell which contains a formula. What you have to do is identify the main input cell. The main input cell is not this cell. It is the cell which contains the number 50 that signifies 50% of sales. So let me retry. Goal seek, set goal cell, that's the profit cell, to a value of 0 by changing cell, the cell which contains the number 50 signifying 50%. Let's see what happens. Okay. So even if the variable cost goes up to 83.33% of the sales, you can still sustain the business, profit and loss equal to 0. So these are the 3 quick applications of goal seek, quite often used in financial modeling and target costing, where let's say in the former, you may want to derive at a price, target price of a equity script, or in the latter, when in target costing, you want to fix the cost of the product and then deduce what kind of raw materials you may want to use. So keep practicing. We will talk about data tables in the next video. That's very, very helpful if you are analyzing, if you are preparing sensitivity analysis of data.